Hello, welcome, good afternoon, good morning. It's probably morning too late now because it's gone, but apologies for late uploading. We've got to the 20th of February today when I'm reading more of my letters from my late father, Jimmy Hodge, who was a journalist here in the Medway area of Kent. Passed away about 3 years ago, but in 1999 he decided to write a letter every day of the year to mark the sort of beginning of the millennium in 2000. And today, a couple of things really. One, sadly, something that's all too familiar. A 23-year-old lady was taken to court because she'd left a 3 or 4-year-old son at home while she was off with the boyfriend. Iron was on, lit candle, television on and all that, and this little boy managed to phone the police and social service, not social service, but the police and the emergency services. So Jimmy had a fairly poor opinion of poor parenting, I think, and so he wrote a little bit about that. And sadly, sometimes that still happens today, doesn't it? Really. And then his second half of his letter today was really about looking for a new football coach. It probably belied my dad's lack of interest in football. Really, he never was a football fan, really. Although very lovingly he took some cine film of me back in the day, 1966, and then again in about 72, of me playing football. I think it's on my other channel here somewhere if you ever want to have a look at it. But he himself never really got into football. So apparently they were looking for a new coach for the England team, and Kevin Keegan, his name came to the fore, and he was currently managing Fulham in 1999, and was asked to see whether he could do it on some caretaker basis. And Jimmy thought, well, why do you need a full-time manager? And it's only a part-time job anyway. They've only got 4 matches in the next 6 months, and he really thought Kevin Keegan could do both, really. So it slightly belied my dad's knowledge of football. I think that he probably can't do it part-time. There's always been a full-time England manager, hasn't there? With currently who's currently we lost Gareth Southgate last year, and we got a German in charge, I believe. I can't even remember his name. That's not good, is it, really? So I'm not sure if my dad 6 years ago thought we'd have a German in charge of the England football team, whether he would have believed me, really. Lastly, his PS, which was related also to youngsters in early years setting. Apparently, it was just when the government then were talking about teaching the 3 R's to our youngest children in schools. And I suspect that was to do with the early years framework and subsequently the national curriculum and all that was sort of fairly hot at the time. And a sort of early years framework came out, and that's gone through a few iterations over the 25 years, that's for sure. And still is a hot topic in the educational world. Although Ofsted at that time, I seem to remember, was only 2 or 3 years old, wasn't it? And 25 years later, that's still going strong, but just recently has had a bit of a remake and a rethink over in reports. So perhaps we'll see what it's like in 25 years' time if I report back. Anyway, that's it for today, 20th of February. Thanks for watching. Do leave a comment, or if you know anyone who's connected, then yeah, just leave a comment underneath, and there you go.